American Pickers star Frank Fritz's Illinois store has cobwebs, dirty displays, and dusty antiques as shop sales struggle. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. American Pickers star Frank Fritz's Illinois store has cobwebs, dirty display cases, and antiques covered in dust as the shop has been struggling with low sales and negative customer reviews. Frank, 60, owns the antique store Frank Fritz Finds in Savannah, Illinois, on the Iowa border east of Cedar Rapids. The U.S. Sun can reveal exclusive photos from earlier this month that show the poor store conditions haven't improved since August. In one photo, the glass display case appeared to be stained, making it difficult to see the antiques inside. In another photo, thick cobwebs could be seen in the corners of the shop. There were even cobwebs on certain antiques. Throughout the store, antiques and shelves were covered in dust. Recent reviews show customers' dismay over the poor store conditions. One customer commented on Google reviews, "Nice people, but in all honesty, it was almost like seeing things that were left in an attic. It would not be my first choice to check out around the area." Rihanna shares very raunchy Valentine's Day video with rapper Bo, $1 AP Rocky. A second said of the dim lighting, "Could use more lights." A third wrote, "Huge disappointment. Not worth the stop." The conditions were similar to photos exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun in August, as cobwebs were seen on a vintage mannequin and on the windowsills. But Frank Fritz Finds did make improvements to the outside of the store. The U.S. Sun previously revealed photos of the new, modern windows after construction was being done to the outside of the building in August. Annual sales. The U.S. Sun previously reported on the annual sales of Frank Fritz Finds. Per Experience business valuation report for Frank Fritz Finds, estimated annual sales are reportedly just $25,000. The company's business credit score is 27 and is medium risk. As for the financial stability risk ratings, the shop received a medium high risk of 4 out of 5 rating. The report claims this means there is a 10% potential risk of severe financial distress within the next 12 months. Frank's conservatorship. Frank hasn't been as involved in the business since suffering a stroke in July 2022. His close friends filed an emergency appointment of a temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18, claiming his decision-making capacity is so impaired. The conservatorship papers exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun revealed plans to revamp the store. The initial plan filed by conservator Midwest-owned bank read, "Mr. Fritz is a well-known collector and has numerous outbuildings full of valuable collections." Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. America Trends 24 Conservator has not yet inventoried those items, but plans to leave them largely as they are now, with the exception of stocking Mr. Fritz's antique store in Savannah, IL as needed. Conservator is hopeful Frank will be able to participate in selection and pricing of items as he did previously. A source previously told the U.S. Sun Frank is walking again after the stroke left the right side of his body paralyzed. Frank last appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode, as he took time off to recover from back surgery that left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. Mike announced Frank was no longer with the show in 2021. Frank revealed his feud with co-star Mike during a 2021 interview with the U.S. Sun. The two reunited over Memorial Day weekend and are friends today. A source claimed to the U.S. Sun, "Everything between them is fine. They've known each other for 40 years. They went to high school. They've done all this stuff together." The insider said Mike has visited Frank a handful of times since he suffered the stroke, as the two call and text today as well. American Pickers star Frank Fritz has seen his fair share of success as a reality television personality and antique picker, but it seems the tide has shifted in recent years, with his Illinois-based store now experiencing difficulties. His shop, which once attracted antique lovers, collectors, and fans of the popular History Channel show, is now grappling with issues that seem to have led to a slow decline in sales. Upon walking into the store, visitors are greeted with an environment that could easily be described as forgotten. The air is heavy with the scent of dust and neglect. Cobwebs hang from the corners of the shop, collecting in places that suggest little attention has been paid to the upkeep of the space. Dirty displays, once pristine and inviting, now appear disheveled and unkempt, a stark contrast to the image Fritz once portrayed as a passionate and knowledgeable antique enthusiast. The dusty antiques that fill the shop have lost some of their luster, as time and lack of care have left their once glorious surfaces marred by dirt and grime. What was once a thriving business, where buyers eagerly sought out hidden gems and rare collectibles, now appears to be struggling. Many customers who had been regulars in the past have commented on the noticeable change in the atmosphere. The once bustling store is now quieter, with fewer people coming through the doors, leaving the shop to sit in a state of stagnant uncertainty. For Frank Fritz, this is not just a loss of income, but a painful reminder of how much the antique industry has evolved in recent years. The store, located in the rural town of LeClaire, Illinois, has become a symbol of changing times. As technology has advanced, the way people buy and sell antiques has shifted, and the traditional brick-and-mortar stores that once thrived are finding it increasingly difficult to keep up with the demands of a digital world. Online marketplaces, like eBay and Etsy, have taken over much of the antique trade, making it easier for people to find and purchase rare items from the comfort of their homes. The ease of browsing and buying antiques online has led to a decrease in foot traffic for local stores like Frank Fritz's, where shoppers now find themselves questioning whether it's worth the trip to browse items that may be covered in dust and cobwebs. The pandemic has further exacerbated the decline in sales. With people staying home and avoiding unnecessary outings, local businesses that rely on foot traffic have suffered. The uncertainty caused by the health crisis has made consumers hesitant to spend money on luxury items like antiques, which are often considered non-essential purchases. Frank Fritz, known for his expertise in finding and restoring valuable antiques, is finding himself caught in a difficult position. His store, once a hub for antique lovers, now stands as a reminder of a time when the business was more about passion than profit. The struggles that Fritz faces are not unique, as many small businesses across the country have faced similar challenges in recent years. One of the biggest issues plaguing Frank Fritz's store is the increasing difficulty of attracting new customers. The antique market has become increasingly competitive, with more and more sellers vying for attention in an overcrowded market. The rise of online shopping has made it harder for small brick-and-mortar shops to stand out and draw in a crowd. For Frank, this shift has been particularly difficult because his brand, which was built on the premise of scouring the country for hidden treasures and rare items, is now tied to a physical location that seems to be falling out of favor. Visitors who may have once been excited to browse his collection of antiques are now finding themselves faced with an environment that feels less welcoming and more like a relic of a bygone era. While Frank Fritz has certainly had his share of challenges in recent years, he is not one to shy away from hard work. He continues to source new items, hoping that a fresh batch of antiques will revive the store's fortunes. Yet, despite his best efforts, it seems that his store may never return to the vibrant, bustling destination it once was. The realities of running a small antique shop in a world that has rapidly moved online are undeniable. It's no longer enough to have a great collection of items. The store itself needs to be visually appealing, well-maintained, and welcoming to potential buyers. For many fans of American pickers, Frank Fritz's store represents more than just a place to buy antiques. It's a piece of history. The store became a staple for viewers of the show who were eager to see the behind-the-scenes workings of the show and catch a glimpse of the man they had come to know as one of the stars of the series. However, with the decline of the shop, there is a palpable sense of loss. Fans and collectors alike feel that the decline of the store is a sign of the times, a reminder that even the most iconic businesses can fall victim to changing consumer behaviors and economic shifts. Despite the difficulties he faces, Frank remains optimistic about the future. He has expressed his desire to continue picking and finding valuable antiques, even if the store itself is no longer the thriving business it once was. The passion that he has for his craft is still evident, and he continues to share his love for antiques with his audience, whether it's through social media or other avenues. Yet the reality is clear. The antique business is changing, and those who wish to survive in the industry must adapt to the times. For Frank Fritz, the future of his store may be uncertain, but his commitment to preserving history and sharing his knowledge with others is something that will continue to resonate with fans for years to come. The rise of online marketplaces has created a paradigm shift in the antique industry, but it's not all doom and gloom for collectors and fans of vintage items. Many enthusiasts continue to seek out antiques in person, attending auctions, estate sales, and flea markets to find one-of-a-kind treasures. However, the model that once worked so well for Frank Fritz may no longer be enough to sustain his business. For now, he continues to navigate the changing landscape of the antique world, hoping that the future will bring new opportunities and a resurgence of interest in his store. In the meantime, his shop remains a testament to the challenges faced by small businesses in a rapidly changing world. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.